sai dai kama kun lai mendo en biata kowa wato wala kokari bangare mudu tunda ya gudi jihadi digadi kokari daidai gwargwado saboda misali iri jihar Adamawa iri jihar Yobe iri jihar Kano hama londo ngiyo kokari don dangadi.
Grazing Reserve, one of the 32 gazetted grazing reserves in Adamawa State with total land area of 9,600 hectares. The reserve has the potential to house thousands of herds of cows and other animals with diverse comparative advantages.
If you have like 200 to 300,000 heads of cattle, you can imagine the milk production you will get. Assuming maybe even 30% of them are calving at the same time, you have about what percentage? Well, about 30% are calving. A lot of milk production there. So it's a basic raw material needed for these small industries like this, yogurt factories and all that. And even if you are going to do beef production, you know, large number of cattle in one place will improve the production, especially now there is a veterinary clinic there. They will improve the health and the production of the animals.
Another important facility is the aqua dam. It is constructed to encourage fish farming and large production of fish within the grazing reserve.
For those that are interested in fish farming, we have made about 10 fish ponds there, and it's a pilot. So those that are interested will continue from there, and then if there is need for us to even build more, we can do that. We are now finishing the fish ponds. So we built a borehole close by to continually supply water there. And we are going to buy fingerlings, you know, to encourage people that are interested in fish farming.
All these are measures by the Yobe State government to minimize or stop crises between elders and farmers. To maintain the greener pasture of the reserve, the Ministry of Agriculture deemed it fit to plant and frequently water the green area for all-round freshness. The landscape of the reserve is a beauty to behold due to its greener pasture. These are the leaders and traditional rulers of villages within Jacuisco community. Many of them are cattle rearers and owners.
We are one of the few states with minimal farmer-herders clash. We usually have an interaction between our farmers and herders. And each program we want to conduct will invite both parties. And the demarcation of these grazing reserves have helped us in minimizing such crises. Because we demarcate a place, and before we do that, we will have a meeting between the farmers and the herders, and that this is the limit of each and every one of you. And with that, you don't have a problem. You see, the major challenge we are having is not providing the Fulani to have access to feed and water. In these grazing lands, we plant pastures and we provide water as earth dams, which they will use in doing their business. Now, a farmer has no business in going to any grazing land to graze, to farm. We have taken adequate measures by setting up committees at various levels, both local and state levels, to monitor encouragement of these facilities.
Tondari wutu the federal government kalama wato under Ministry of Livestock Development. Wakati kunin ta shugabaji gun Ministry doho wato ED Maiha owadi alkawari to Allah jabi kapi jairi jide nokkani fulbe diyato tetide ndel wato aiki mako don wata kama o tabbitina den don jairi je in hutiri de do manufa ko adi wato ngada kama in heba de kapko dashi kayan aiki wato kayaji de hani hutira tayaji kusiti de ko hani hebwatan de maji to Allah langi do jabi o to Allah jabi to jabi wato a jairi je dari je nai I sappu yoye dide kama na geton de don video yoni.
Once these grazing reserves are available, have no legal encumbrances, and are suitable enough for us to regrass and make all the necessary amenities and fundamentals of life for the livestock to remain in one area, this is exactly what we want to do, and we believe this is a panacea, a permanent solution to this problem.
Bangare fulɗo kam mata soɓɓoke shugabajo fulɓe metti Allah katul guida Association of Nigeria Baba Usman bin Salma yiya cewa itoro gwamnati ko dume ko diye bangareji maɓɓe ɓe ngaɗa kokari ɓe tabbitina ɓe tutu ko ndi jeri inja hokki fulɓe tun e zamani dennono kamma hokka fulɓe wana heɓanandi kayidin hutirta dow majji saboda tin fulɓe keɓana amfani e majji kanjum gadde ɗo wato shugabanin lesdi Nigeria.
Let those state governments who have grazing reserves in their state begin to pave way, reclaim those routes that link one grazing reserve to another, so that we can come over this farmer-herder conflict that was allowed to degenerate into cattle wrestling, later kidnapping and banditry.
Himɓe anduɓe no habaru duniya yata musamman ko shafi dungul iɓe mbiya cewa iri dunugol ɗi wowi durko denonogol wutake zamani dunugol hani waɗa de ɗum zamal ɗum gonɗen kangol woni wato ranches waɗi misali e iri South America ma e leyɗe nasara tottuɓe kutirta wato ranches ɓe ali iri ngol dunugol waɗaten ɗo nder leɗɗe meɗen nde Africa kangol kam ɓa ɓuri mahimmanci saboda kasancewa yaɗɗo wato duniyaru ɗuuɗi joni nder duniya to banoɗa fu dow neɗɗo.
Certainly, if you see across the world, if you look at the world in Southern America, in parts of Central America, in parts of Europe, and even in parts of Southern Africa, people now talk about ranches and not grazing reserves, as the case may be. But coming to Nigeria, the modern day practice in Northern and Southern America, Australia and Europe is to raise cattle in ranches where grazing pasture and other dietary requirements are planted for the consumption of animals. But if you take it back to Nigeria, there's a lot of controversy as far as this is concerned. Now, how do we make the people understand what these things are?
Dr. Mike in shugabajo kato ɗo hakke neɗɗo o wi kappullumo giɗai o she sukel ko i wodonge sukel ndura nangel on na'i kushengel na'i muɗum daga wondi jeri yaki wondi jeri to lalle onon o yamani ngel sukel amana magel saboda ngel wodi kokolwa ngel wodi haɗɗi ngel wodi wato hakke do yata hange magel ngel jangi amma ngel darke do ne makungel wadi ka torraki ngel ali ngel heba ngel huti kokolwa magel dum Allah lami do kingel ngel jangiri do saboda ngel heba hokko amfana to ngel fingel noni.
Open grazing, nobody is grazing openly anywhere in the world today. I mean, that's outdated and something that should not be discussed. I mean, if anybody is advocating open grazing, that is carrying cow from one place to the other, trekking, particularly when you are even abusing the rights of the children that are following the cattle up and down. How will a child of 16 years, 12 years be escorting cattle from Kano down going to Benin? That is rubbish. It should not be practiced. It's outdated. No government should suggest that. If you have cow, rent them and let people come and buy from you. We buy cars from Europe. We go to Europe to buy cars. So what's somebody in Nigeria who needs cow to go and buy cow from wherever he wants? We should stop that abuses. Do that think that Fulanis don't have rights? They have their human rights to be respected with dignity. Children should not be allowed to be escorting cow. Neither adults should be doing that.
Okay. So what are you saying? Is it not the culture of the Fulani people to hate? Forget about this outdated and stupid culture you are trying to refer me to. The children of the Fulanis that are in America and are in UK, are they not Fulanis? Why are they not practicing it? Why is it that trotting one you will put on the bush to be trekking? Do you have conscience? Do you fear God? The cows that they are escorting, is it their own? Are you not aware that the big men here in Abuja or in Kano or in Sokoto or in Lagos are the owners? So why would you deprive other people's children and allow them to be suffering because the culture? Which culture? Which culture says you cannot change? So what do you say to the federal government? The federal government should petition that outdated principle and don't make us laughing stock in the Committee of Nations. Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Michael.
Saboda eno hommaɗe ma ɗum pulo musamman pullo gonɗo lesdi Nigeria to wodi grazing reserve ɗume ra'ayi ko ni ra'ayi maɗa game da grazing reserve ɗume shawara gonta ɗum ƴetata ta hokki ɗum gwamnati wato ɗum canjoto yanayi ko ɗum wallitata fulɓe dow gonɓe jawde nder lesdi Nigeria musamman kamma ko shafi grazing reserve min kedi on nder comment section amin en tattauno saboda gina amfani fulɓe Allah miɗo wallito huɗetema ko en min moɗo hina bandiro moɗon Aisha Musa da Shakul Huɗo TV ma yawta kama ma on nani min dir goɗɗum habaru on daban Allah lamiɗo wallite ma yawtake ma